The North Superior Workforce Planning Board is one of 21 local boards in Ontario funded by the Ministry of Training, Colleges and Universities. The geographic area that the board covers is over 103,000 square kilometers with a population of 149,000. The mandate of the board is to identify local labor market issues within the region and then facilitate projects geared towards addressing these issues. Over the past 2 years, the board has traveled over 2,000 kilometers and consulted with over 3,000 individuals, businesses, and organizations within the region. The consultations provided municipalities, businesses, and community representatives the opportunity to give input on both localized issues and regional labor market perspectives. This information resulted in the Building a Superior Workforce 2009 through 2012 Labor Market Action Plan. The North Superior Workforce Planning Board is comprised of volunteers from throughout the region who work in a variety of different sectors.
Our board is so broad in its spectrum of people who are involved in the board that we really cross a lot of regions and organizations, and that allows a better perspective. We know where to go and get information. We have the ability to connect to people to get that information, and then we're able to produce it in such a manner that other organizations now make it part of their mandatory reading, so that when you do your planning, you're actually planning in a concise way and based on some real facts versus some fiction.
The dynamic of the board is just amazing. We had business representation, labor, people with disabilities, women representation, Aboriginal representation, youth, very mixed group of people. But more than anything else, the people that are on this board want to make a difference. The board members are very strong leaders in their own right. So that makes for a very dynamic, very exciting, very effective board.
Well, the one thing I really like about our board is it's developed an excellent community partnership with all other organizations here in Thunder Bay, and it really reaches out to seek out the shortage of skills in different areas, and I think that we're the pulse of what's going on.
The board also synthesizes detailed statistical labor market information into a number of different products and platforms to assist with regional workforce and economic planning, including the Labor Market Information Portal.
My name is Stephen Bill and I'm the project coordinator with the North Superior Workforce Planning Board. The portal offers a baseline of current and local labor market information, research, government program summaries and contacts, and links to community employment services for the District of Thunder Bay.
As a result of the recent global economic downturn, the forestry sector has experienced significant losses, resulting in a large number of older workers being laid off. As a response to this crisis, the North Superior Workforce Planning Board held the Older Workers Forum, geared towards educating employers and job seekers about current opportunities within the region.
Very difficult for someone at that age. You know, they're too young to retire, and I think the role of the board is crucial in these times in trying to bring all the key community agencies and players and government agencies together, make the older worker feel that he's not alone and there are programs in place to help them.
There are many sectors that are experiencing growth within the region. This, coupled with excellent post-secondary training facilities and a young untapped workforce, indicates that the District of Thunder Bay appears to be poised for a new era of economic prosperity.
So I know within the city, certainly the medical sector and research companies are certainly growing.
We've had to reinvent the way we do business. We still want the resource as our basis and then move on to the value-added innovation, research, and other areas that are starting to come into being. Mining starting to pick up, biotechnology. These are all things that are coming.
I also see very many independent, self-employed businesses in the region. And I believe that with the shifts in the economic downturn with a lot of the larger businesses, it's actually the smaller business, the entrepreneurial, that have really maintained the economic base that we have.
Mining's a huge industry, especially in regards to working with Aboriginal people. A lot of jobs can be made out of that for Aboriginal people. It's just getting the right training for those people. The Aboriginal population is being underutilized. We're the fastest growing population in Thunder Bay. And a lot of employers just don't recognize that this is where your workforce is, this is your community, this is your backyard. How do we utilize these people in the workforce?
We're finding a lot of skilled immigrants are coming into Thunder Bay. They need to feel at home, not just with their own community group, but with the general community as it is.
People live here because of the natural beauty, the ability to bring your families up in a wonderful setting, in a great environment. And we have a quality of life to support. That quality of life is only supported by people and through people. So we've built a really good role for the board here. I can't think of an activity now that happens around here that we don't participate in.
It's really important to have a group or an agency such as the North Superior Workforce Planning Board being there, being consistent, and walking the talk. So they're very effective.
For more information about the North Superior Workforce Planning Board, please visit their website or contact their office.